Cyber risk is moving on several fronts at once, from active threats to broader defensive pressure. Welcome to the Kernel Panic Brief. Today we're covering several major cybersecurity developments that matter for defenders, security leaders, and incident response teams. Multiple vendors release security patches or advisories addressing newly disclosed vulnerabilities. Our next story is critical Zimbra flaw could let crafted emails run malicious code in user sessions. Zimbra is urging customers to apply updates to address a critical security vulnerability impacting the classic web client that could result in arbitrary code execution. The vulnerability has been described as a case of stored cross-site scripting, XSS, that could allow specially crafted emails to execute malicious scripts in a user's session. It has yet to be assigned a CVE identifier. The why this matters: AI security issues can affect model safety, data exposure, and trust in automated systems across teams. For defenders, the immediate takeaway is to validate exposure, review detections, and confirm that response playbooks still match the current threat picture. Our next story is Ryuk ransomware member pleads guilty in the US, faces 15 years in prison. A 34-year-old Armenian man has pleaded guilty to hacking US companies and deploying the infamous Ryuk ransomware to encrypt their systems. Why this matters: ransomware activity can disrupt operations quickly and often requires urgent containment and recovery work. For defenders, the immediate takeaway is to validate exposure, review detections, and confirm that response playbooks still match the current threat picture. Our next story is compromised jscrambler 8.14.0 NPM release drops Rust infostealer during install. This is the latest development in an ongoing issue we have been tracking. The jscrambler NPM package was compromised, and simply installing its 8.14.0 release runs an infostealer on your machine. Published on July 11, 2026, the malicious version carries a preinstall hook that drops and executes a native binary, one build each for Windows, macOS, and Linux. Socket flagged the release 6 minutes after it was published. If you are one of your Why This Matters, the story signals a meaningful cybersecurity development that may affect defender priorities, exposure, or monitoring. For defenders, the immediate takeaway is to validate exposure, review detections, and confirm that response playbooks still match the current threat picture. Our next story is hackers weaponize Balochistan Police portal in multi-group espionage campaigns. Cybersecurity researchers have disclosed details of sustained cyber espionage activity against several Pakistani law enforcement organizations undertaken by suspected China and India-aligned threat actors between February 2024 and April 2026. At Balochistan Police, the compromised assets included servers hosting web applications that manage police and citizen data, such as criminal and Why This Matters. The story signals a meaningful cybersecurity development that may affect defender priorities, exposure, or monitoring. For defenders, the immediate takeaway is to validate exposure, review detections, and confirm that response playbooks still match the current threat picture. That is your Kernel Panic Brief. If you rely on this roundup, follow the channel for the next daily cybersecurity briefing.